man.
We should go back to Jeddah soon. Sierra and Cordova are waiting.
Oh, we're going back to Jeddah. I guess. Let me talk to these dudes at the saloon. You know, we use the back door because, like, man, we don't walk through the front, bro. That ain't what we do. You know what's crazy about these games? This is what's crazy. I just want to say this right now, right? I need to watch this video too about this stuff because these publishers already want to charge $80, $100 for games. This game costs like what, 70? I don't know, how much is this game? I'm about to find out. We're about to find out, peoples. I want to know. First of all, this is over 100 gigs. There's several problems I have with this, right? So like, let me break it down. This is just off the top of the dome. How do you? Okay. If I wanted to gift this, it would cost me $62.99. So I mean, I'm just using the gift price as like whatever the actual price is right now. It says with EA Play, so like I guess it's still 70 by itself. I don't have EA Play. I don't even know what they mean by that. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Nothing really changed when I clicked on it. I don't feel like clicking on this further, but the problem with this is that these developers still want to charge, well, these publishers, not developers, I'm sorry, the publishers want to charge even more money. So this game is 70. These games are 70 instead of 60. They say it's because the games are next gen, right? Like this is the Series XS version of the game, which means it's the next gen. It's a next gen game. Like the only way to play these games, any game that's like XS, some of these games are XS optimized. Like I think Crash 4 is optimized, meaning like you can play these games on Xbox One. Said deluxe is 90 for that game. I mean, I'm not even talking about that because that's a whole other topic of conversation, I feel like. But like these are just updates. Pretty much, like this is an update. I think you could play this on Xbox One. You could play this on Xbox One. It might be a separate download to play this on Xbox One, but this is an Xbox One game you could play. Like some of these games are just Xbox One games. Like I know Resident Evil 2 is definitely a Xbox One game, but these are like the Series XS versions, which are like more optimized for this console. Now, the problem I have with this is the fact that they say that these games are, the reason that they charge this much, like $69.99, is because of the graphics and it's next gen, blah 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 blah. It's better, higher frame rates and graphics. But this game in particular, there's a couple of problems I have with this. For one thing, this game has a lot of pop-in. Like look how long it took me to get into this area. Like I walked in here, right? I just walked in here. It stopped me. That's why the game stopped me. It stopped me. That's why the door didn't open immediately, because it was loading everything in. I walk in here and I can see everything load in as I walk in here. You feel me? I shouldn't see any of that. For this to be super next gen, everything and everything is loading faster because everything is on SSDs now. We're no longer on HDDs. This is a SSD. Even Xbox One games, you were playing them on like HDDs, right? The Xbox One was like HDD, PS4 is a HDD. It's not an SSD, so it's not loading as fast. This console and PS5, they're using SSDs. It's still a whole bunch of freaking popping. Like this game has hella popping. There's a bunch of textures and stuff like that that I see literally render in. Like this whole door will be smooth, for example, and then the textures and all the detail just appear out of nowhere. Like I've literally been seeing this the whole game. I would expect that from an Xbox One game, but they want to charge us even. These publishers want to charge us even more money. I'm gonna have to watch that video, but I saw the dude that I be following the video game news on YouTube, you know, he was saying how the games, you know, these like it basically the video said that the publishers are trying to charge us even more, which is ridiculous. Like you want to charge us. That's why I said I really gotta watch the video to get the details. But you want to charge us even more money, and like I'm not saying that they're bad developers. I'm just saying there's a lot of pop-in this game. The graphics are good, but there's a lot of pop-in this game. Like I'll walk upstairs and I'll literally be seeing textures just pop in as I just walk up the stairs. Like it's a lot of popping, and it doesn't look good for the game. I mean, I didn't see any right there, but I'm saying that's just an example. I'm saying when you're playing the game, you're in these huge environments or whatever. It's like everything doesn't render all the time, and this is supposed to be a next gen game that's $70. But it also doesn't make sense because they charge 70 for the. I mean, they charge 70 for the Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch, which is like one of the crappiest ports ever. That and Batman Arkham Knight on the Switch. Those versions of those games are really $70. Well, I don't know about that Arkham collection, but Mortal Kombat 1 is definitely $70, and that game is that version of that game is really crappy. Like, there's no excuse for that. It should not be. That game shouldn't even have come out. It don't matter what price it is. It should not be on the Switch, period. That's how bad that version of the game is.
My people don't dance. They dance is my people. All together.
Stuff is like, it's sickening, man. It's sickening to me. It's like these people don't, the publishers don't care about, especially with all these subscriptions and everything, with everybody with subscriptions, not just video games. They only care about this, it seems like. They don't care about the consumer at all. And if it's really about, because there's already like stats, we don't know the exact stats, and they won't even tell us the exact stats, but there's already millions of people, if not like billions or whatever the number is, people like subscribe to PlayStation Plus and like Xbox Live just so that people could play online and have this Game Pass subscription where they can play all these games, like your Game Pass subscription, right, where you can play all these games and stuff, right? I mean, my stuff is here, but you know, your Game Pass subscription where you could play all these games, right? Which is cool. And this is some really cool stuff. Like, you don't really have to like buy games. You could just kind of, you can get an Xbox and you can just pay this, and this is very valuable. There's a lot of value in doing this. You're not going to get every game, but there's a lot of value, especially if you haven't played like a lot of these games. Like I didn't finish Fallout 4, but I played Fallout 3, played New Vegas, played those games very thoroughly. Like, but yeah, especially if you haven't played these games, you could really, there's really a lot of value in these games. This is out. You can install this. Wow, this is kind of crazy. I might have to get on that, give that a try. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of value in these games, and you could play them just because you're subscribed, right? But we don't even know what the real number is from Microsoft. Like, we have no idea what that number is, like how much, or from PlayStation, because they don't release these numbers to us. Like, I think they released it and we had like an estimate. We had an estimate before, but we don't know what the current number is. They're not going to release how many people are subscribed to freaking Game Pass, right? They're not going to release how many people are subscribed to this thing. Just like on PlayStation, they're not going to release how many people are subscribed to that. Like, if there's a legitimate reason for y'all to make subscriptions, you know, like if your business is literally tanking, then you could just say that. Just say that your business is tanking. You may not want to from a business perspective, but I would like to see that. I don't just want it to be like, oh, well, yeah, man, we're just gonna charge everybody X amount of money for Game Pass because and PlayStation Plus because just because, and not give a legitimate reason. I want there to be a reason, like, for this stuff. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, we're just gonna charge you for it.
I loved it. The Undercity's this melting pot.
Even though we already have millions of people subscribed, we want even more people subscribed. And if we don't get more people subscribed, then we're gonna stop making Xboxes. Like,
Not your scene.
I hope that was a fake post, man. I hope that was like a rumor or something like that. I mean, these rumors turn out to be true. I don't know about that. I don't know if I even want it to be that.
Well, my agents were ambitious. Scored me a deal that could have had me on billboards all over the Corps. But I said no.
We're gonna stop making Xboxes, man, if we don't have enough people subscribed to Game Pass. Like, really. It's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Mine's racing with ideas right now.
What's your
If that's like
Oh, amazing.
what y'all had to do, then that would make sense. But if y'all ain't saying that, like, come on, man.
Like it's floating over the ground. It's magical.
It sounds like a hard place to leave behind.
It was, but things were changing. Looking down, you used to see nothing but nature. The ground is covered in ferrocrete now, all part of an Imperial control zone. Some other time, okay?
It's the
So
dude.
what happened to your smuggling operation?
The Galactic Empire. Not long after the end of the Clone Wars, the Empire cracked down on my shipping operation. They ruined everything. Many of my associates saw the relative safety of the Hutts. Good riddance. Most of them were snakes anyway. But some of them... lost
What the
people I
heck?
didn't expect to lose.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Moran. It's rough.
No, I'm sorry. I seem to have forgotten asking for your pity.
All right, then.
Cal, I've been meaning to, well, I was a little curt when last we spoke about how my shipping operation was shut down.
Don't worry. I've heard worse.
I really did lose everything, And everyone. That's what brought me to Koba with what few wares I had left. Monk lets me keep my things in the back room. Go on. See if anything suits your fancy. Not like anyone here has credits to spend. Anyhow, I shouldn't take my troubles out on you.
Thanks, Moran.
Another time.
hand it over, you scrub. You blue skin motherfucker, you.
Dreo. Old friend of Moran's.
Oh, it's a R2 unit? Or a R unit? 'Cause don't they have like R1s and R3s? I don't know. That's kind of cool. Turtle, what's good, bro?
Cal, I heard you stopped the raiders. Well, you're not the only one with amazing news.
Oh, yeah?
Brace yourself. I found a shell.
Well, look at you. A shell. That's cool.
He said
The
a
symmetry,
shell.
the hand feel, the way it stays cool in the Kobo heat. It all keeps me calm.
Really happy for you, Turgle. Just don't tell anyone else. Don't want them to get jealous.
That's a good point. I'll keep it to myself. Promise. What a day. You saved the outpost, I found a shell. Things are looking up. Hiya.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, when it comes to this game stuff and these people overcharging for stuff, it's like people will figure it out. It's like the way that the world is today, you really can't hide anything. It's super hard to like, it's super hard and to just to hide any of this stuff, you know? Like people are just too smart and they're just too up on
I
it.
have an announcement. I found a... No, never mind. Forget I said anything.
So I mean, people will probably end up freaking boycotting games altogether if it really comes to that. I could see it happening.
Yeah? Cal, just in time. The old grouch just made the best decision of his life.
But you know, whatever, man.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. I'm done pounding sand. Reckon we're ready for a big score.
The big score. The one we've been waiting for. Sitting right under the imps' noses. Got a tip about some derelict Imperial equipment up on the mountain. Prospectors have been too yellow to go for it. But we ain't yellow.
We sure ain't.
This time tomorrow, we'll be sitting pretty on an industrial fuel injector.
Glad to hear someone's not letting the Empire scare them away. But you need to be careful up there.
Oh, we got it all figured out. Got a map and everything.
Better get our autographs now, Cal. Next time we meet, we might be above your pay grade.
See you when I see you.
Talk to Mosey, right?
Garagos. They fight to the bitter end, don't they? Especially when they're injured.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of beasts are like that. I learned the hard way on a family outing once. My first time leading. Tracked a Kivaroa back to its nest. It was killing livestock. No other choice but to put it down. Played the approach.
No other choice but to put it down.
Found an opening. But my family was watching, so I decided to get a little bit fancy. Lost my concentration. One of its legs slams down, inches away from cracking my spine. Mama pushed it aside in the nick of time. And finished that Kivaroa no frills.
That's a close call.
Yep. Hey, you corner something, it'll do what it needs to survive. Even when you have the upper hand, never underestimate your prey. Cal, glad you're here. There's talk of a giant piazza nesting in an animal graveyard on the far side of the valley. Figured you want to check it out.
You figured right.
Look at you. Already sounding like a local. Oh, before I forget, I heard there were a pair of newcomers over by the stone spires. I want to look for them.
I already found them. They're gonna start a holotactics table at Pyloon's.
Now we're talking.
He already
Yachts
started
size,
that.
Well, just don't take it lightly.
I won't. Thanks, Mosey.
Talk soon.
Grease. What's up, baby?
Cal. You know, celebrate.
Sounds like a great idea. You have anything in mind?
Oh, you name it. Golo Claro, deep fried Nunalase. Oh, Ormajek.
You really think you
Sick.
can find all that?
Claro? I wonder if he means an
Say,
egg.
do you know if Boat has any food allergies?
I can ask.
Great. If not, I can get some mojito burgers, ice fish, eniac bobs.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh, sour berries, roast pomork. Oh, I wonder if I could find some meat pie.
Later, Grease.
I'm excited to see Sear again. Those anchorites, though, not so much. We going to Jeddah or what?
Bode.
We really took the
If
fight
you
to those
betray me in the
raiders.
third game,
How you
we're gonna
feeling?
cut your head off, buddy.
Excited?
Excited.
I'm gonna keep saying this
You
because,
all
like,
were allowed to enjoy that kind
Will
of
just seem, he just seems like the type of character that betray you at the end of the
I'm
freaking
excited
game.
too. I can nearly taste the free air of Tanalor.
Almost there.
Stay focused, and we'll finally be able to build something for ourselves.
He's a little too perfect, man.
And the last. Just enjoying this place while I can. May not see it for a while.
Like, he's a little too helpful, a little too cool.
You asked how life was different in my day. For one, I believe we were more charitable to one another.
Yeah. The Empire has everyone so afraid they just look out for themselves. What was it like back then?
Once I was running an errand for Master Kree, very time-sensitive business. I moved with such haste, I blew out my motivator. I was perfectly aware and completely immobile. Most embarrassing.
How'd you get moving again?
By chance, a friendly bystander
Yeah, you got
diagnosed
some
my
pretty cool
predicament and
emos, Dragon.
graciously installed a replacement.
That's generous. Out here, they'd probably scrap you for parts. How'd you repay them?
I didn't. I never saw him again, but weeks later, I was able to help someone else. A chain of kindness kept the Republic going. For a while. No time to talk.
How do you like Pyloons?
It is like an oasis. A dirty oasis. Tell Grease I said that and you will regret it, droid. I am staying here for now.
Alright, I mean, she usually stays here.
So, it looks like we aren't the only ones who
Stays
found
here.
romance on Kobo.
What, Turgle and Two locked? I don't think that's in the stars.
Come now, Cal. That delightfully dark Maven has been casting wayward glances at you.
Marin? What was the look?
She's a hard one to read. You, however, couldn't be more obvious. So, what are you waiting for?
Good question. A lot going on right now.
Okay, don't get so caught up that you miss the small things. 'Cause those are the things you'll remember.
Those are the things that
We were
matter.
just discussing what we should renovate next.
Just lots else to fix around here. Thanks to the raiders, you know.
Yes, of course, but surely we can find something a bit more inspiring for our next project than a water pump.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Hey there.
Zig's right, Cal. I spent most of my life ensnared by opulence. None of that seems very important now.
It's interesting. You guys are, you gals are a couple, huh? That's pretty cool. We're going to Kobo.
I saw your things in the back room.
You'll have to
yeah.
forgive the more tasteless ornaments. Some of it used to belong to Dreo, my old partner. He had a ghastly sense of style.
Another outlaw?
Not when I met him. He was running a perfectly legitimate port in Rhodia. Allowed me to use his docks for my shipments. No questions asked, supposedly.
Time is it?
But we got to talking anyways.
Sounds like a nice guy.
He was the genuine article, all right. Probably why things didn't work out between us.
Alright, man. Let's see. Since you have traveled so very far, be my guest and let me entertain you. See, look at this. See how long it took me to get outside? They didn't just let me in. That was like a very short load time, but I mean, if you walk around, you'll see a lot of popping. Like, look at this. Saw that? Saw how that just popped in and it's still popping in. That was like very mild popping of this building. You saw it was like very smooth and everything. But it's like, that's not that big a deal. But, you know, it's a lot more noticeable. And it's not really bothering me that much. But it does bother me in the sense, it bothers me because this is supposed to be like a next gen game, man. It's supposed to be like the latest hardware. Like that stuff I shouldn't even see a lot of pop in for real. But you know, publishers want to charge you even more money for these games. Supposedly, allegedly. But whatever, man, like I said. It's just how I see things.
Later.
Keep your eyes out for the Empire.
Mary, what are you doing here? I thought you were gonna stay by and like.
I think next.
We're going to Jeddah. I thought Mary was gonna stay on Kobo.
You think Cordova can repair that compass?
Oh, I bet credits he can.
You have credits to bet?
What's that supposed to mean?
Tanalor. We're so close now.
I'm excited to see Tanalor.
Oh, me too. But just don't go starting a witch school or something. Definitely don't invite those creepy sisters of yours.
But they're here now, Grease. All around you.
I just sensed something, Grease. Did you feel that?
Why are you messing with
Kidding
him?
me?
Why are you messing with him, yo?
Buckle in, Cal. Time to land.
Aye.
You coming?
I'll be in later. I just gotta run another diagnostic on the Mantis.
It'd be a shame if we blow another gyro and get stuck in the abyss.
What? Come on, why'd you have to say that? You jinxed us. Oh, this is just great. You think Marin's got any magic tricks that'll ward off bad luck? Always something to do, huh?
Let me rest. Right? Because I think that saves the game. I just want to make sure the game is saved. Yo, do I have the dude, do I have Dagon's lightsaber? Like skin or whatever? I don't.
This one's ready to go.
Yeah. Go ahead and look at it, bro. I didn't change anything. We still blue on red out here, man. Or red on blue. Whatever you want to call it. What is that? Assume it's something I can't get. Cause I would have got it already, right? Is it this? Nah. Maybe it's above me. It's either above or below. We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. If I'm moving this with the force to open the doors, my question is, what the hell do they do? How do y'all open the doors? These are y'all doors.
Normally I can shake these things, but I keep thinking about Coruscant.
I try not to.
I get that. For some reason, Gabs keeps popping in my head. Hardly knew me. Still gave me a hard time.
Yeah. I miss her.
Yeah. Only good Inquisitors. Well, you know. Look at me, turning things dark again. Sorry. Don't worry about things here, Cal.
So, about what happened on the Mesa.
The Empire will think twice before sending another Trident to Jeddah.
I was actually,
I know what you are asking, Cal. My sisters taught me that to discuss a spell is to unravel it. So let us let this one lie. For now.
Fair enough.
We'll talk more later.
Master Cordova. Dagon Gera had the last compass, but it's damaged.
He didn't exactly hand it over.
This can be repaired. I'll begin at once. BD.
Let's give Master Cordova some time to concentrate.
I know a place with a view.
Good.
Hang on, let me, cutscene. Campfire? Campfire, dude? Look at that popping in the cutscene. That shit was ugly as AF.
Hey! I have more tea. But, you know, it's kind of heavy. If anybody wanted to give me a hand,
Of course,
that would be
Grease.
nice. Ah, thank you. Oh, ha ha, very funny. Okay, here
Popping's
you go,
actually not that
round
bad, but it
two.
does look kind of
What do
tacky
you
from
think?
time to time.
Strong.
It's very sweet.
You'll get used to it.
You see her. Why don't you join us on Tanalor? There's no better home for the Archive or the Hidden Path. Look, whatever the future holds, we can face it together.
Yes. It's a new path for all of us. Cal, Master T'Pol would be proud of the Jedi you've become.
I had a good teacher.
Everyone, the Hidden Path has found a new home. To Tanalor.
Hey, wait a minute. Seer, does that mean you're coming?
Yes, Grease. In fact, I'm going to go and prepare the Archive for relocation.
Well, it's getting late. I'll go with you. Say, where is the Manus in there? This place is terrifying at night.
I will escort you.
Oh, great. But, hey, none of that creepy stuff, okay? Seer, are the Anchorites really coming with us?
Of course, yes.
Wow, our family's growing with a boatload of creepy aunts and uncles.
Where is this guy's daughter at? And do you ever get to see her?
Bode.
Yeah. Compass is gonna be good as new.
Something's bothering you.
Ah, you know me too well, Scrapper. Just thinking about Kata. And people looking after her, but it's always a bit tough when I come back.
When she sees what you've done for her, she'll understand.
I hope so. I was thinking maybe we should go to Tanalor first. Just make sure it's safe before the others join.
The sooner we get the Hidden Path set up there, the better. Gotta stay one step ahead of the Empire, right?
Yeah.
Hey. Tomorrow we're gonna have a new home. Couldn't have done that without you, Bode.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm, gonna go record a bedtime story for Kata. You have a good night. You've earned it.
He said, yeah, man, we gonna go to Tanalor first. This dude's suspicious, man. He's suspicious, bro. He's like, nah, man, we're not gonna go to Tanalor first.
Desert at night seems to stretch on forever.
And there is beauty in emptiness.
Now you sound like a Jedi.
I got a few things right.
Not everything. Look, the order's gone. It's time to leave it behind. And I know what I want now.
Took you long enough.
This dude's referring to the Jedi Order, I think, and how they don't. I don't think they allow. They don't allow the Jedi to like have relationships and whatnot. I believe that's what he's referring to anyway. Oh wow, is that a chest I never grabbed? BD1, give me a visual. Would you look at that? Wrong. Where we need to go is Nividalia. That's a made up word. All words are made up. Yeah. This way? We're off to see the Wizard of Oz. Nah, you gotta take the elevator. Oh, we're just going on the Mantis? Is that what we're doing? Time out. There's a chest here somewhere. He says, not you all, it's y'all. Say y'all. Y'all. Say, man, you sound like a damn karate movie. Y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, you walk. Bro, where's this chest at? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. He said, look at my face. Whoa. Bro. Does that have to do with these? I already did this though, did I not? Or it had to do with this. What is that? That was a blocked path. Say word? Oh, it is a block path. Correct about that. Oh, let me see. Is that what activates the elevator? They're saying that this path is blocked, right? And I guess this is what will lead you to the chest. Whatever, man. So I'll figure that out later. Oh, this door opens though. Whatever, whatever. Absolutely nothing.
I've noticed some pretty fierce creatures in the desert.
Indeed. Though I suspect you have yet to meet the fiercest.
Oh yeah?
Stay afield of the golden Skriton, noble one. It is an ancient, treacherous creature. Should you be forced to confront it, do not trust its movements. It strikes suddenly, and in quick succession.
I'll keep that in mind.
Golden Skriton? Rumor, huh? Shoutouts to the sis. Nah, I'm broke. I'll be back though, sis. You know what it is. We're going to go. Oh wait. Alright, I unlocked this now. Campbell's chicken noodle possibility. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, time is. Oh, I got a skill point. Cool. Right, that's Big Sis. Alright. I suggest you protect your bakery, cause they coming for your head, and it's a bounty on that chain that's hanging from your neck. Right, I remember this. But what is this chest that I couldn't get, and why is it that I couldn't get this chest before? It's above me? Oh, it's one of those things that you gotta hook onto, that's why. I would probably like the new Spider-Man. I mean, I'm sure I would, but I don't have a PS5, so that's really why I haven't played it. That game's only on PS5, just like that new Part 2 to the Final Fantasy, you know, remake, whatever that joint is called. It's supposed to be coming out soon. PS5 exclusive. It's gonna be PS5 exclusive until, you know, I reckon that it's gonna be PS5 exclusive until like for at least a year. Cause you know I finished Spider-Man. I have a PS4. I didn't finish Miles Morales, but I did finish the PS4 Spider-Man. I got the Platinum Trophy on top of that. Game is very good. Muy bueno. And I really do want to play the PS5, the Spider-Man 2, but it's not like, you know, because I'm a huge fan of Venom, the character, you know. He seems to be a large part of the story. Super huge fan. I like Venom and Carnage. Shoutouts to everybody who helped make Venom the character that he is, because you know that character was really made by like 5 different people. But shoutouts to Todd McFarlane as well. It's a huge shout out to him, but it's not just him. It was other people involved. I don't know everybody. I know Todd McFarlane came up with the original, he kind of came up with the design to a certain extent anyway. But also shoutouts to Mark Bagley, man. You know, I'm a super huge fan of that guy. Because I like Carnage too. I like his original Carnage designs. I hope Carnage is in this new Spider-Man, because Carnage is also another one of the coolest characters. Tune back in for your cardio. Word. My ninja Carlito. Yo, Carlito, when we running that MKX show, we playing MKX show when you get back from the gym? I kinda wanna play that again. How do you 24 minutes? So you've been on there for 24 minutes? You chillaxing? Come on, bro. You ain't tired though, man. You ain't tired. You're hopping right on the resin. What are you saying, dude? You was on the resin yesterday and we played this. What are we talking about here? Where is the thing at? Is it like not there? Is it just showing me like something that's blank? a grapple point that like doesn't exist yet. Like I have to unlock it somehow. It's funny